Hello folks, I just want to take a moment to tell you how much I enjoyed your post over the last module. You did a great job of sharing information about yourself and about how what matters to you. It drives your process of making decisions about your careers and how you want to move forward with your life. I think that part's really, really important. And I wanted to say a little bit about that with you today because some of you discussed in the second discussion board for the module where we talked about the integration of theories. Many of you expressed feeling kind of overwhelmed by the amount of information or trying to talk about these different integrative approaches. And also many of you alluded to the fact that, we act as counselors. It feels like we will be active and engaged in the moment, and it's hard to kind of put a name to why you do that. I think those pieces are really important and they go together really well. And I wanted to share a little bit with you about how that works. In this class, we're going to be doing many different little activities or requirements, assignments that are like intermodule assignments, like that the questions that you answered in the first module. And we do that because what we know to be true is that you operate from a base of understanding as a practitioner, regardless of whether or not you identify it as your theoretical framework. You have things that are the most meaningful to you, that matter to you, that drive you, that you believe to be true about people and how people interact, grow, and develop, that those things become the underpinnings or serve as the underpinnings for all of the work you do as a professional counselor. Those pieces, they line right up with theories. Theories, it's said, there's nothing new under the sun, right? That's the truth. Like the theoretical frameworks, the theories that we'll discuss in this class, they all hinge on certain elements of beliefs about people, growth, and relationships, right? Those theories all hinge on certain elements about those areas. Those areas or those elements line up with what you believe to be true in some places, and they are not aligned in other places, right? So in this class, what we'll be doing is you'll be reflecting on yourself and what you believe to be true. And then we'll help you apply a professional lens to that to say, okay, so this is what I believe to be true. This is the theory that really lines up with that. And in this space together, that's my foundation. That's my theoretical framework. That's the way I operate as a counselor. That's why I operate as I do as a counselor. That's the theoretical basis that I use to make decisions about the actions that I take, the engagements that I have with my clients. That space, that middle space, we only can get to that and understanding of that if you really know yourself and you also have an equal opportunity to really learn about the theories. What we know is that oftentimes it's an integrative approach is what's required to get to that space. That we don't align as cleanly as we would like with one pure theory. That certain theories cover most of what we believe, but not all of what we believe. And so we need some other elements to come in to bring it together for us, right? And that's where we get that integrative approach. But we don't want to say that we just pull it together willy-nilly because it seems good in the moment, right? Like, no, you bring these pieces together because they have certain meaning and they matter to you as a person, as an individual, about what you believe to be true about the world and how people interact together. That's what we're going to be studying. That space, the you and what you bring and what you believe to be true, the theory and what the theory brings and what the theories say are true and how you make change, and that space in the middle where those things line up perfectly together, or pretty well together, right? That space in the middle, that's your professional practice. And that becomes that really strong basis of foundation for your practice. That's what we're going to be getting to in this semester. I really look forward. I think that you have already jumped in. You've started the engagement, the exploration, and I appreciate it. It takes some bravery to really be willing to share of yourself, to share of yourself and what matters to you, and to also care about what your colleagues are sharing about what matters to them in a way that allows you to engage in an online class actively together. It takes some bravery there, and in that bravery we'll get to better depth, and you'll be stronger professionals coming forward from it. Don't feel overwhelmed about the information with the integration approaches. We're going to go through those pieces over and over again together. We'll have some discussion each week for each module. This module, I really wanted you just to focus on that sense of like that space where you're bringing these parts together. And then going in module 2, we'll get some exposure to two really pivotal theory families. We'll learn about those, and then we'll be touching again in coming modules on the different integration approaches, and you'll have opportunity for discussion there. Thank you, and like I said, I appreciate your work. Oh, the other thing was that I got feedback from some of you that the trying to get two posts anyway, that the early posts together, that you'd like the post to be a little more staggered. And getting that feedback, what we're doing is that you've got two modules. In this module, you have two discussion board threads that have to be created and conversations that you engage in. The first module 2, discussion board 1, that first post, your initial post, needs to be made by Wednesday of this week, and then the other one can be the following up in the next Wednesday, to kind of stagger them out over the course of the 2 weeks of the module. If you have any questions about that, just let me know. I think the information is presented clearly in Module 2's explanation, but if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.